so very much for coming back to my channel. And before I get started, please subscribe, like, and comment on the video. And don't forget to participate in Song of the Day. I actually do have a Song of the Day today. And let's just get right into it, y'all. We're going to be talking about why it is not okay to be so desperate. And I'm going to freestyle it because I don't have any notes. And I was actually going to talk about something else. But for whatever reason, today I'm talking about why people should not be desperate. So thank you for tuning in. So let's just talk about it. Why is it that we feel that we need to be desperate about something? Let me look up the true definition of desperate. It says desperate. Feeling, showing, or involving a hopeless sense that a situation is so bad as to be impossible to deal with. So miserable, suicidal. I wouldn't say suicidal, but just to me in my eyes, it's overly wanting something, putting too much into it. Like, for instance, like our women nowadays, we are too desperate for attention. And so when you're too desperate for something, you forget yourself, you lose yourself. So nowadays these women are so desperate for attention, they're willing to just do any and everything to get a man's attention, to get a woman's attention, whatever it may be, whether that's getting body implants, breast implants, butt, hips, whatever it is they're doing, lip implants. It starts to get so out of control, and those that are desperate, it seems to me that they lose themselves. And when I think about it, it's like, if desperate gonna have me acting like this, I don't want it. And now being desperate is not bad. It just depends on what it is you're referring to. Like, but in a way, it may be just desperate is just something you don't want to be. Like, even if I say, okay, I'm desperate to become a lawyer so bad. In a way, I don't want to be desperate, because then that's when I start losing myself, willing to do any and everything just to become a lawyer. So yeah, let me take that back. Being desperate, period, is not something that anyone wants to be. Now, being inspired, being motivated, being humble, things like that, having zeal, those are terms that you want to use when you're really passionate about something. But it's just getting too sad to the point where everyone's desperate for everything, to have so much money. So because you're desperate, you're going to be hitting licks, you're going to be robbing people, you're going to be doing these different scams, you're going to just be doing whatever it is just so you can get some money. Or when you're desperate, oh, this is a great one. When you're so desperate to be in love, to be loved, to be in a relationship, to where you don't pay attention to any of the signs that this person is not for you. Or you just hopping in bed, sleeping with everybody that comes your way because you want the attention. You cannot be desperate. It's okay to want these things. It's okay to want money. It's okay to want fame. It's okay to be financially secured. It's okay to want love, to be loved, to give love, whatever it may be. It's okay to want to be the best. But to be desperate, that's something we don't want to be. We don't want to be desperate. I don't want to be desperate. And that makes me think of the term of, like, okay, I shouldn't say term, but it makes me think of the feeling that when one is desperate, it should make you want to question their characteristics. Like, how far are they really willing to go to reach whatever it is they're after, seeking after? Because I tell you, so many cruel people up in this world, they'll kill their own parents just to say that, you know what, I got this money, I got this fame, or whatever it is I got. With married women and men sleeping with people just to get higher ranks in the job, in their job company, just a lot of stuff. Homegirls want to be friends, doing stuff they're not supposed to do, or backstabbing you, and just doing anything that they know that is not right, but just, I guess it's like, they feel like, you know what, I know it costs to get where you want to be in life, so I don't really care what I gotta do. I'm just gonna do it and hope that I'm forgiven or something. That's just what it seems like. But when you're thinking about being desperate, if you're that person that is desperate, let's just try to think of other avenues to where you can reach your goals. Because too, when people see that you're so desperate, they're going to take advantage of you. They're going to test you to see how far that they can get you to go to do something. Like in games too. When you're a game and they see that you really want to show all the boys the hood that you strong, you buff, and or you just that man or whatever, that woman, they gonna be like, okay, well, can you go do this such and such? Now you have this assignment. And they say, it's turned into multiple assignments. It's like, okay, dang. And so desperate is something like, that no one should really want. I don't want it. And I'm glad I'm not desperate for things. Like, I want things. I really want it. I'm advocate. I'm adamant about certain things, but desperate, never. I'm not desperate for love. I'm not desperate for money. I'm not desperate for friendship. I'm not desperate for just many things, but I do aspire to have these things, certain things. So sometimes we just get confused. We confuse motivation, inspiration with desperate. And we can't do that. We have to get out of that. We have to learn, okay, you know what? Instead of trying to use someone or to be put out there as someone that's willing to do whatever, let me do it the proper way. Like sometimes a lot of the times I'm sure when you're desperate, you skip steps. You skipping 1 through 3 and you already at 4. And in those steps from 1 to 3, you were supposed to learn some valuable lessons, but you didn't because you were so desperate to just jump. You can't be so desperate. And thanks, Creator, because I feel like the Creator is talking to me right now. Like, as bad as I want my YouTube channel to take off, I can't be so desperate that I'm willing to do any and everything to get outside of my character or for what my channel stands for. You can't do that. You have to stay loyal to your stuff. You have to remember what it is that you value, what it is that you're giving to the world. And knowing that when you take the proper steps in life, whatever it may be, lessons come. You become a better person. You appreciate things better. But when you decide you want to kick the person that's already down, go take shortcuts instead of taking the route that you're supposed to, then certain things start to happen. And so many times often I know people that are so desperate for attention, so desperate for fame, so desperate for money that they just do whatever they want to do. They just lose themselves. Now you didn't became the laugh of the town or something. You could be so beautiful, but you're so desperate for love and attention that you putting yourself out there and it makes your beauty turn to ugly. I know people like that right now to this day. Very beautiful, but so desperate and posting their body and just doing a lot of stuff. And it's just like, you don't got to do that. You don't have to do things. You don't have to lose yourself trying to reach what it is you want to reach. You don't have to do things that you're uncomfortable with. If you don't want to do it, thank you. I decline. I appreciate the offer, but I can't do it. Like right now today, if I got an offer, and see, I've been battling with that. I've really been battling with this because y'all know I'm pro-black. I'm trying to be like more pro-black. Like, I love my black people. I don't really want to support any white brands. And I'm gonna contact someone that I know I can get some good feedback from as to if a white brand ever contact me, asking me to promote their products, would I do it? I don't think I could do that because although the money may sound nice, I'm putting more money in a white man's pocket. And so I need to get some good, and see if that's the right way to go, because someone with more wisdom may say, you know what, Deystany, you do that, but you may take the money and you may, so I just need that advice. But to me right now, as I'm talking to you, to me that's being desperate to where I go take this sponsorship or this ad from the white man just to get some money to put more money in their pocket. To me, that's being desperate. Or if y'all know I'm not for makeup or nothing, but I get an opportunity to put on some fake hair and makeup and all that, and I know it's probably going to get some views on my channel or whatever it is be, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I can't allow myself to get desperate to where I lose myself along the way. I wouldn't care if they said, I don't care if they say you get $1 million. I don't know. I don't think I could do it. They say, oh, Deystany, you get $1 million. I want you to put this makeup on, this fake hair on, and just promote our product. I need to get some more wisdom from someone older. So just about that. But it's just different things like that, especially if you know you don't stand for that. It's like, how dare I? And you know what? I can't do it. Because I'm sending out the wrong message to my black girls. I don't care how much money they willing to pay me. When them little black girls see me and makeup and fake hair and all this and that and show my body out promiscuous, I'm sending the wrong message. So I take that back. I do know what I'll do. I couldn't do nothing like that. But as far as like promoting a white product, that's what I need advice on, because I don't think to me that's being desperate. I am talking about I'm so pro-black, I love black business like that, but I'm on an ad doing something, for a white company. Now, granted, some of my prizes when I do give out, because most of the time it's only from a white company, they have it right now, or it's cheaper at the moment, it's in my budget, I would be giving out those products, but I'm not going to be floating it around, hey, y'all, buy this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I really prefer to promote my black companies, those black companies that are in business. But it's just a lot to think about. It's really, when you sit and think about it right now, let me give y'all a moment. Think about who, even if it's you in your life, that is so desperate that they're just willing to do anything, that they have lost themselves. Just think about it. And then you ask yourself, how did this come about? And it goes back also back to childhood. If you're not taught these things, you're not molded and have the foundation for these things, it just becomes overwhelming. It's kind of like when someone gets money, like Will Smith said it before. I think he went bankrupt. I'm not sure, but I know when he was doing filming Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I believe he went bankrupt, and then he ended up getting some money back. But it's like you get all this money. You end up not knowing what to do. You just be like, oh, let me just get this, let me get that. Or you was raised in a strict home and now you're desperate to see what's out there. So now you're sleeping with everybody, trying different things, trying drugs, blah, blah, blah. And so when we become desperate, I really feel we lose ourselves. We lose ourselves. And we may not lose ourselves all the way, but at some point we lose who we are. And we have to find ourselves again. And that's something you want to prevent. You want to prevent from losing yourself, because already you're trying to better yourself. So imagine you losing yourself. You got to go back and then start all over, fix all that, then try to play catch up. Get to where you need to be. And a lot of times too, like you don't want to take shortcuts. I really believe in that. When you do the right things, you take the right steps, more benefits come to you, more blessings come to you, because you did it right. You didn't have to throw salt on nobody. You didn't have to make fun of nobody getting there. You did it organically. You did it because you put in all the hard work. And those are the things we want to think about when we tend to get so desperate and we just want to do something that we know we're not supposed to. We want to be patient. When you're desperate, that means you're not patient enough. And it's funny, I steady keep talking about this every now and then in my video, because y'all, like I've already said, I'm not patient like that. And I've been praying and meditating on being patient. And I said this before too, but a lot of things I'm learning, like, dang, the Creator really making me be patient about a lot of things. And I'm thinking that, that saying, be careful what you pray for and ask for. I'm grateful that I asked for it, but I'm showing that, you know what? I asked for it. Creator, like, okay, Destiny, you sure you want to be patient? Well, this gonna slow down. With this, you gonna really have to feel like everything you accomplish in life is really because you put in that work. And when you put in work, you got to be patient. You have to be patient. And I said this story before. Tyler Perry, I think he was in the game, 10 or 20 years before he even became Tyler Perry that you guys know. So that whole 10, 20 years, he had to be patient. I remember, because I used to be a huge Tyler Perry fan. He said his first show, I think only one person showed up or something like that. But now look at him. It shows that, you know what? He was motivated. He was inspired, but he wasn't desperate to do whatever. Now I don't know what to say about him, but he wasn't desperate when he was starting out to just go ahead and, I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw salt. I'm going to be scamish. I'm going to do this just to get my people to come to my shows. But back to being patient. All those 10, 20 years of patience that Tyler Perry had, now look at him. It didn't pay it off. Now I'm praying to the good Creator that it don't take me no 10, 20 years to get what I've been asking for. But you know what? I have to trust the process. And when you don't trust your process, that's when you become desperate. That's when you just do things that you know you're not supposed to. You have to trust the process. And as much as I may talk like I'm tired, I am tired, I'm willing to do this, I somehow found some type of inch of strength to keep going. Whether it's talking about it like, man, I'm really tired. Like, what can I do? Or sometimes I just laugh about it. I laugh about it to a good partner of mine. Be like, man, I'm doing this and that. That's why I ain't posted much. I was posting every day, ain't getting the response I wanted. Just different things. And it just go to show you it doesn't matter. You got to be patient. You got to be willing to, you got to be so inspired and motivated to go through all the phases that comes with whatever it is you're trying to get out of it. Without being desperate, but without just becoming evil. Without selling your soul, however you want to put it. Because then we it's just like, really? On every aspect, people become too desperate. And it's not okay. It's not healthy. How does it feel that you had this goal in mind? You had all these goals that you could accomplish, but you end up getting so desperate that you lost your stuff. Now you have nothing. Now you're back at the beginning. You have to start all over. That's not a good feeling. It is something that we really have to learn to get out of. We really got to learn to work hard. That's why I'm really learning, like, dang, it ain't this stuff that I'm asking for. It ain't easy as I want. Y'all don't know how bad I want to quit school. So bad. I mean, so bad. Like, the only reason why I'm kind of like, okay, let me let go and let it simmer in there a little bit more, Destiny, hanging there a little more, is because I got an email talking about I had to apply for graduation. And then I'm like, dang, Destiny, you almost there. You almost there. Hang in there a little bit longer. Our Destiny, dang, come on now. Your channel ain't where it is, but look at you getting great feedback. Your views are going up. You putting in work now to accomplish that. So it's just different things, but I'm not getting desperate about it. I'm not about to sell myself or devalue what I believe in just for some things to happen. And so if you listen to this and you catching yourself becoming a little too desperate, want too much attention from this man to where the point where you allowing stuff to happen that you said wasn't going to happen, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself. But anyways, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Check it. We have to self-evaluate ourselves constantly. As a matter of fact, when I get done, I'm going to go and do that. Before I start my exam, y'all wish me luck. Before I start my exam, I'm going to write on paper on things that I need to work on and what I have accomplished and what I can improve. Because I need to think and figure out if things are not going the way you want it, let's see where we're making the mistakes at. Let's see where we can fix it. From being in a relationship, from being married, from being parenting, from being a parent, from being a business owner, where can we go? From being spiritual, how can we improve? How can we just better ourselves? And it's one thing to acknowledge. I acknowledge a lot that I need to improve on parenting. I need to improve on my health. I need to improve on YouTube. I acknowledge that, but it's like, okay, Destiny, when are you going to start making the proper changes to do these things? And I got to be honest with myself. I'm just like, I'm not doing things that I should be doing. And it's not good. And it's funny because for some reason I have been feeling stuck. Too stuck. I ain't been producing the videos like I want. I've been stressed out a little bit. A lot. Just from things personal. School. Did I make right decisions? What's going on in the world? Just different things. And I know y'all, please be careful. Be careful who you choose to have children with. Be careful who you choose to allow in your circle, because they can be so toxic that it's not healthy for you. Don't allow, and I'm way off, but this is just in me to say, don't allow someone to try to take your joy or make you feel some type of way for making decisions that they didn't agree with. Just different things. It's just really sad how sometimes people just can't be responsible for their own actions, or just let people be without trying to mentally abuse them. Just different things. And so just want to throw that out there for y'all. It's just the time for us to just really reflect and better ourselves. Know that there's other ways. We don't have to be so desperate where we're just doing any and everything. Black woman, you already know that you have the potential to be a god. I won't say all black women are God, all black women are queens. No, we have the potential naturally. But we go different ways and we lose ourselves. But you don't have to go showing your body, twerking and showing your breast and what you can do in the bed just to get some attention. You can be who you are, and the right man is going to value you and appreciate you. You don't have to do that, black woman. Black man, you ain't got to go, I don't know what y'all do. I don't know, wearing some tight them sweats or boxer bar shorts, I don't know, to show what you got, or talking about your game in the bedroom, how good you are in the bedroom, just to get attention. You don't have to do that, black man, because we all have the potential to be kings and queens, to be gods and goddesses. We have the potential. We don't got to throw ourselves out there like that. We don't have to go and rain on somebody else's parade, because right now it's their time to shine. Everyone has their moment in life where it's going to be about them and they're just at top and they're shining. Then it's your turn is over. And some people it constantly happens. But you just have to understand that things that I'm really learning, that patience and timing is just something that is just so amazing. But it also can what's the word? I wouldn't say destroy, but it can allow one to feel just disappointed or unmotivated, because we're not willing to go through all the phases. We're not willing to sit through. And me, it's kind of weird because I'm willing to sit through it, but it's just like, I'll be thinking like, once I sit through, Creator, am I going to get what I've been asking? But it's like, Destiny, did you put in all the work that you've been asking for? Just different stuff. It's just be so amazing. It's just really, life is truly amazing. And we all have the capability to be amazing beings. We have the capability to reach as far as we want to go in life. So I just want y'all to really know, as I end this video, it's okay to want more out of life. It's okay to want to be on top. It's okay to be the best. But don't be so desperate to where you're losing, or you're selling yourself out, or you're selling out your community where you're from, or you forgetting all your morals and values and you just acting big-headed. You don't want to get that lost. Just do it the proper way. And all your work and all your energy, everything will speak for itself. It will pay for itself. You ain't got to go bragging all the time about how good you are about something. Your work will speak for itself. Your attitude, your presence, your characteristics will speak for itself. Your work, your studying, it all will speak for itself. And with that being said, please let's not make fun of people wherever they, just because you're up here and they're a little down there. We all have different phases and paces in our lives. And who's to say that you may be right there, but that person may just skyrocket? Who's to say? So we always want to be mindful. We want to be grateful. We want to just be humble. And we want to constantly give our best. And with that being said, I'm talking to myself, you guys, too. I need to just pick myself up, get myself together, and get back focused. That's really what it's about. Stop being desperate. Ain't nothing cool. Ain't nothing cute about it. People probably be liking your pictures because you probably just something that they can just eat up. I shouldn't say that. Just grab up on and get rid of, and that's it. You don't want to feel like garbage or something, or trash that you just get used and thrown away. You don't want that. You want to feel valuable. You want your work to be valuable. You want the people around you to be valuable. And you just want to make sure that you're doing things the proper way. Remember, being desperate. What's that saying? Desperate times calls for desperate measures. That ain't a good saying. Because that's saying you about ready to do any and everything. And last example, that's why we're seeing so much of this, so much stuff on TV that we normally wouldn't see. Because now we got actors that's not standing their ground saying, I don't know, I won't portray that on TV. I will not. But now we got actors they're so desperate for the fame, the spotlight, the money, whatever, that they're doing any and everything, putting it out there for our babies to see, and not realizing that little money that you got wasn't worth it. Let's not be desperate to where we lose ourselves. Because once you lose yourself, you can lose your mind. And then just from there, everything just can crumble. You don't want that. You guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I had a song of the day, but I'm about to change it. I think I done already played it before. But I'm going to get this song of the day on there. And y'all, please participate. What better way to show appreciation to you guys than buy some type of gift? It could be gifts or it could be cash, whatever you want to, whatever it shall be for you. But thank you, and I will probably be seeing y'all tomorrow. I don't know. I didn't get myself together. All right.